push it. Okay, I pushed the live button. Happy now, folks?
Hello, everyone. Good to have
You
you
have some
back.
grease on the button.
I know. Well, you kind of got me. It was a funny idea doing the push it, like salt and pepper time. Oh my god, that's old school. But anyways,
Wait.
good
Oh,
morning, folks. And yeah, Xavier, you forgot to turn that off again. How do you keep forgetting? Anyways, good morning, folks. Happy Memorial Day weekend. Well, not really happy, but we got to remember all those who sacrificed their lives for our freedom, of course. So
Mm-hmm.
happy. It's not
uh,
really happy, but
I heard that.
it's
Yes,
already that
true.
time of year again. So I mean, I don't
Mm-hmm.
know if you guys I don't know if you guys had anyone in the military or anything like that. Did you guys have anyone
Oh,
that served in the military?
mine. Basically, the last two generations of my family has a history of military service.
Um,
Well, well, tell them thank you for their service.
Oh yeah.
I
But
have
it
had
is because. Oh, sorry. Keep going. Sorry.
um uh what was I gonna say? I've had more than several relatives throughout the past hundred going back over 100 years have died.
Well,
I mean, it could, one of them. I was gonna say, oh shoot, I'm trying to think of the place that what was it? I can't think, but one died back during this during the Civil War.
well,
Yeah.
you know what? You know what they say, freedom isn't free, and they
Mm-hmm.
sacrificed their lives for us to have our freedom for today.
Yep.
I agree.
Yeah. One relative died during the Civil War. My grandmother's first husband died on a submarine during World War II. My my other grandmother on my dad's side, he died 2 weeks after the surrender of Japan. He died on one of the islands, getting shot by a Japanese sniper.
Oh my
And
god.
you know, yeah, that's the one thing that's concerned my family. It's like most. I told my brother, I was like, you better watch your ass going out to Iraq and Afghanistan. But he's like, why? It's like, do you know our record isn't that good? It's like watching Forrest Gump with Lieutenant Dan, how he said that he was supposed to die in Vietnam because all of his
Yeah,
other yeah.
but overall, Memorial Day is just one of those times to just remember everyone that served for us, that gave their lives even though they didn't have to. And
Yeah.
But it was for a good purpose.
Yep.
I mean, for me, I had my grandfather. He served in so much. He was actually in the Navy. He retired as an E8, which is I think it was, well, I can't remember exactly what that was, but
I can look it
he
up.
actually ended up with a lot of ribbons and awards: Combat Action Ribbon, Good Conduct Award, National
Military
Defense
EA.
Service Medal, Sea Service Deployment Ribbon, Vietnam Campaign Service Medal. I mean, there's a lot on that list. He's done a
Yeah.
lot, and he's still alive.
Yeah, he basically retired as a master sergeant. It is the eighth enlisted grade, ranked above sergeant first class, below sergeant major, command sergeant major of the army, and equal in grade but not authority to first sergeant.
Yeah, but it's not easy to even just become that rank. It takes a lot of years.
Yeah. A lot of training, a lot of hard work, commitment.
Hmm.
Yeah, hustle to get what you want in life.
And also, hopefully, not a bunch of screwing up, because I'll tell you one thing: you screw up too a couple times, the military will hold you at a standing rank.
Yeah, and that's why he ended up with so much, and he was a high rank, and I'm glad for his service, of course. And if it wasn't for him, our family wouldn't be where we're at right now.
Hmm.
Indeed.
But
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys have any like plans for Memorial Day, which is of course holiday
Me,
on
we're going over to
Monday,
my
I think, right?
relatives for a swim party and grill out.
I would go up to Jefferson Barracks Memorial, but I'll tell you one thing: it's packed. And one time, well, last time I was up there, I got pissed. I almost keyed someone's car because of the stupid shit they did with their fucking Corvette.
Oh my God, I can imagine.
You know the
Was it
you
like
know I know
disrespectful?
Oh hell yeah, it was disrespectful. They decided to park their car on a part of the cemetery where the stones don't come up; they're flat along the ground, and they parked on a in the area where those stones were with their
Oh
brand
my
new
God.
Corvette. I was like, what a disrespectful fucking son of a bitch.
Did
You know,
anyone else like did anyone else like notice it too?
oh, one thing, somebody sent a picture of it to I think Channel 5 News.
Ooh, they definitely got blasted.
Yeah, I'll tell you, that's something it's just absolute disrespect on something like that. It's just like with other things that have happened in the last 10 years. It's like,
Yeah, these last 10 years have been up and down. It's been chaotic.
oh yeah, it's like
Although, if there's one time period of the last 10 years I'd like to go back to, it would be 2017 to 2019. The good years.
mm, I'd have to say
Huh.
probably 2000 before
That
2013.
was like during Trump's years, right?
Hmm.
And I'm sure
Yeah,
you'd
yeah.
like to see, especially
Well,
the badassery that he always had as president. Boy, it was awesome.
Yeah.
you know
Well, we
what?
had
A lot of people want him back in 2024, of course, because everyone's
He
getting sick of
can,
this crap.
because Grover Cleveland was president twice. So Trump can do the same thing.
yeah. It
I think
doesn't
it is
mean
going
it.
to happen because everyone's getting sick of the Democrats, anyways.
And look, everyone, like all these other nations, agree too, because Russia, like Putin, he was good friends with Trump.
Oh
Yeah, and they
yeah,
want
but
us.
going back to the military stuff, I happen to notice this in the comments by Crazy Crux that they say that their stepdad was also in the army. Thank them for their service, of course. But they were also in the army too, but they never graduated.
That's okay.
Well, I know.
Hmm.
I mean, that's okay. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that because you have something to show for it. At least you
Yeah,
were trying to
you
defend the
did great.
country, and there's nothing wrong with that. I have a cousin of mine who's been trying to get me to being into the Navy because of my technician skills and my electrical skills, and they always need someone like that on these ships.
Oh yeah.
I'm actually thinking of joining the Navy myself. I don't know when I'll do it. Maybe next year. I don't know, but if I do that, I'm gonna be overseas. I'm probably not gonna be doing much around anymore, but I'll be traveling around the world though.
Yeah. But what I was gonna say is, and even though that you're not on a big end, at least you're on a bigger scale of what takes part. My uncle died last year, and he served in during about, I'd say, anywhere from 6 to 8 years in Korea. And the funny thing was, during basic training, he actually got yelled at on the firing line by his sergeant because he was first time he hit the target, he's like, God damn, that was beautiful. Now do it again. And he's like, how can you miss? And then he took so he's like, how could you miss after all those shots? And he goes to grab the target all those yards away to bring it up to him to kind of shove it in my uncle's face. And he's like, you know what? I'm sorry. I apologize. My uncle's like, for what? He's like, you didn't miss the target. You just kept putting the bullet through the same hole and widening it out.
That's actually
Oh my
impressive.
god. That's
Yeah.
not easy to do though.
Oh
I mean,
no.
that's a talk about consistency. Wow.
Yeah, and the thing
Pretty
was, my
amazing.
uncle didn't sign up for infantry. He signed up as a medic. He wanted to be a doctor, but after he got out of the armed forces back at before, right when Vietnam was starting up, he was still in Korea. He got out and he he's gotten to other jobs, like he became a jeweler. He also was a guy that appraised antiques and paintings, and other types of stuff like that, throughout the years. So yeah, but now, and he even told me one day they were driving down in one trail and they were a little lost, and they came across a platoon. They couldn't tell if they were friendlies or not, and they were in the medic truck. And
Hmm.
what his sergeant just yells at the driver. He's like, "Get us, turn this thing around, get us the hell out of here." He's like, "We didn't want to
uh,
find out if that was the enemy or not. But he's like, after about like an hour and 45 minutes, they made it back to base, to where they're supposed to be heading to anyway. So, yeah.
yeah, but anyways, I'm glad that people always, we always have to respect those who gave up our lives to
Hmm.
serve our country and stuff. Because, like I said, if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't be here right now. We would probably be in a worse shape, anyways. You know what I mean, though.
Yeah, I
Oh,
probably
yeah.
wouldn't exist.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, we wouldn't really have most of the freedoms that we do today.
Mm-mm.
That's one thing for sure. Um, let's see. But anyways, why don't we get on to the topic of basically the title? I mean, probably what people are wondering, what does cult disarray mean for today's show, right?
Yeah.
Probably got an idea?
Oh, I've got an idea.
I mean, cults over the years have had all their problems, of course.
Mm, in both senses, a group, or, even going back to the old Southern definition, which is family. Yes.
And it seems like cults are the ones that are always causing troubles these days. People don't realize when you actually certain groups. It's so funny. Certain groups don't even realize that they're a cult themselves, which is kind of ironic.
Hmm.
But I mean, let me see. What cults have there been in the past that caused so much trouble before? I mean, I can't think of any.
I mean, most cults don't just like stand up and raise their hand and say, "Yeah, we're a cult."
Hmm.
It just
Yeah.
has to fit. It has to fit the definition, and there's like a psychological checklist that's used called the BITE scale,
Well,
and
yeah.
I don't think I don't think I know what that is. Can you kind of explain that to me real quick, Jack?
yeah, I'm sure I'll be glad to. Let me pull it up for a refresher. Let's see, BITE scale. Yeah,
Let
this
me see if
model kind of what do you call it? It kind of refers more to religious cult groups, but I think all the fundamentals are pretty much the same.
I.
Um, let's see. I'm trying to find the bullet points now.
Yeah, if you can, maybe I can help.
Well,
Maybe you
I
can
can
bring it up
bring
on
up
your.
I can bring up two. One religious and one based on science fiction, basically UFOs.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
so
Yeah, I found the model. Yeah, you carry
okay,
on.
all right, I'll just go ahead and say it. One, which may not be as popular anymore because people heard about it back in the 70s. Most people growing up now don't remember or even look it up. But the one of the ones was Jonestown. With the if you heard about it, with the Kool-Aid and everything with John Jones, how they
Jim
made their
Jones.
own, Jim Jones, yeah, thank you,
Yeah.
and how he got mostly everybody and other people that started backing out of it were forced to drink this poisonous Kool-Aid, the obtained Kool-Aid,
It's actually Flavor Aid.
or well, yeah,
Although, you know what? Speaking of that, you know what, Kojak? I want to bring up a point that you told me earlier that I kind of laughed at. Is
Yeah.
could okay? I know I'm probably gonna get slack for this, but what if Foxler is Jim Jones 2.0?
Who knows?
Okay.
I'm sorry,
The fuzzy
I had
version.
to.
uh,
Yeah, the furry version, right?
Everything's
I
got to
don't
have a
know.
furry alt,
I don't know if you're going to be able to get people into something like that, nowadays. I mean, I could be wrong, but continuing on with another one you may have heard of was back in the 90s, the Heaven's Gate cult, which believed
Yeah.
that they would ascend to space by um you know kind of like, I guess, something with Jonestown. I don't really mean to know the specifics of the self deletion, but
Mm.
the other crazy part was when all these people died, they were wearing the same type of Nikes, and I heard Nike will never reissue that type of shoe ever again because of
Wow.
this.
Which
I didn't know
one?
Oh
that.
yeah, but check this out. My week live comment here from Doomer. It says he says here cults particularly love using certain symbols.
Yes, they do.
Yes, imagery
Yes,
and
because
symbol.
I mean, here's the thing, and I'm also probably gonna get slack for this, but I think you'll all agree on this too. Think about the Ku Klux Klan from back then. What was the one thing that they
Yep.
always used that people knew it was them? Do you remember
Like
what
a
it was?
Burning
It was like
cross.
a red and white flag with a cross, and
I mean,
The
they
what?
used a symbol, of course. They had like a symbol across. I can't remember exactly what it was. I'll have to look it up again. And but also think about what recently happened with the Black Lives Matter. Remember what they used as their symbol?
they're a fist rising
Yeah.
upwards.
A black fist. And and they were like a cult because they were the ones that were burning the cities, looting, and all that other shit. So,
Yeah,
I mean,
and
I guess you could say that they're a cult because of the way how they acted. Maybe.
Yeah.
well, also they ripped off that symbol, also, I believe, off the Black Panthers and whatnot.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
but then of course that they try to make as their own, of course.
yeah,
But the other
yeah.
thing, wait a minute, I'm looking at the live comments. Wait, Charles Manson had his cult?
Yes,
Wait,
he
what
did.
Yeah,
cult
he did
was
have a
that one?
cult.
Hey,
The
Wait, what
Manson.
was that one?
Red.
The Manson
I'm just gonna
family.
say this real quick. I'm probably gonna have to jet for some time to go clean this tar shampoo off my head. But anyway, see ya.
Oh no.
Okay.
Well, anyways, what was that Charles Manson cult? I have to remember that one. I don't know
Okay,
why
The
that one's
Manson
not.
family.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's
The,
right.
yeah, the Manson family, and the
Helter Skelter.
yeah, well, not just that, but also one of them died in jail. The the girls have been released. Of course, Charlie died in prison. And still sweared up to that day that he never was directly involved, which I don't think they never got the evidence to say that he was directly involved in the murder. So there's only one murder I think they said that he confessed to, and that was the killing of a Black Panther's murder. But they never investigated that murder or ever looked into it.
But
Yeah.
you know what? Since we're talking about all these cults and stuff, because that is the topic of today, I'm gonna bring up the basically the $64,000 question. I don't know if you guys remember that meme or something, or was it a meme, or I can't remember where I got it from, but I
It's
know it
from a
was
game
something like
show.
that. Oh yeah. Okay, you guys ready for the $64,000 question?
Sure. Sure.
Yeah, have at it.
Okay. Is the Furry Raiders a cult? Because they use a symbol. We know the way how they act. It's a good question, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's a good question, but I think now
Mhm.
would actually be a good time to bring up the BITE scale, which I have the bullet points here, and we can actually attribute each point to see if it's a cult or not. So,
Okay, well, there's only one way to find out. Let's dig into it.
okay, well, I mean, there's two major lists. One is behavior control, and two information control. Um, some of them, let's see. It's quite an extensive list, but we can go and pick through here. So the first
Kinda
one
got me. It was a
on the
funny idea.
behavior first one on the behavior control scale is it says do they regulate individuals' physical reality? I mean, in this case, they don't, since this is mostly an online group that does meet in person sometimes, but
Yeah.
But here's the thing though. The major question is yes or no. I even want to know from people in the comments if you guys agreed on this because like I said, there's that one thing. It was called what? Bite, I think. What he said.
yeah, BITE or bite scale.
Salt and pepper time. Oh my god. What
Mhm.
are you doing, Boombox, or who am I hearing
Sorry,
that
I was
from?
trying to look at comments, on my phone while we're talking here. So
Just remember to keep that muted, silly. I mean,
yeah, I just got.
I
That's
mean,
why I
I,
turned
I
the
mean,
rate
the
up.
comments are. I know, but you realize the comments are also showing up on the side of the screen here too.
Oh shoot, I got it on private chat. God dang it! Why the heck did I do that? All right, there we go.
See,
All right,
but
there we are.
you know what? It's just the big question here because yes, they're acting like a cult in a way, I guess. I mean, especially since. I mean, should I dare bring up their mission statement even?
Yeah, the
It's up to
mission
you.
statements are a bit subject. I mean, it doesn't actually entail any actual action. It's just kind of like just a statement that our goal is to breathe in oxygen. That's about the
Yeah, it
equivalent.
says. Okay, you guys can read this though, right?
Hmm.
Yeah,
But it says right here that they're committed to upholding the values of free speech and expression within the furry community. But yet, here's the thing 2 weeks ago, they tried to censor me, actually. And censorship is kind of like what Nazi furs do, especially with all this cancel culture stuff. So they've already broke their mission statement right there, just that first part. I
Yeah,
mean,
I
it just
mean,
makes you wonder, though.
that's the thing that I don't like is hearing people that have a double standard on something, and it,
I
it's
know. Well, here's
just
the thing, though, is here's the thing that I'm looking at it though. I mean, I'm not saying that they're bad or anything like that. My point is
oh
this is their so-called mission, but yet they break their own standards because there's no control in the group. There's so much bad behavior as we've all seen. I mean, Kojak, you've seen it all. A couple of other furry raider members, well, former members could verify to that the group is a mess itself. There's not really anything organized, and you know
yeah, it's
what?
falling
If they get,
apart.
if let's put it this way, let's put it this way: if they get their shit together, if they know what they're doing, if they don't let these moles in anymore, they'd be an excellent group. You know that?
yeah,
But
Yeah, I
like
mean it could
there's
be, but I
shit
mean
is
I
killing,
see.
but you kind of see the reasoning here. Why I'm kind of like 50-50 on this is, I mean, I'm seeing the downfall of their group right now, and I'm just seeing them kind of like break their own rules they're trying to rewrite their own rules. It seems like because I experienced
Or
that
just blatantly
myself.
ignoring the
I
rule.
mean, yeah, I mean, and then of course they also play favoritism, as we've seen with a couple of other members. I'm not going to name names, but Kojak, you remember what we talked about before?
Yeah, plenty.
Yeah, and
Yeah, they
I
lean
don't.
towards their original members, and I mean, if it says here that it's supposed to be equality in a way, because it says here, prejudice based on race, sex, creed, gender identity, etc., etc., then why are they playing favoritism with certain members then? Because that breaks that part of the mission also.
Yeah, I mean that's
Pretty
about the
interesting,
only
though, isn't
thing
it?
in the mission statement, but it's also still quite vague. I mean, who defines what equality is? I mean, who defines what any of this actually means? I mean, when you start breaking it down, it can be pretty much manipulated into anything anybody wants it to be. If you
Oh,
have the authority enough in the group, you can just decide for yourself what equality is.
hmm yeah, it's just
I
like
mean, what I'm seeing here. Sorry, keep going. Sorry.
it's just like years ago I used to host or used to be a mod and few online chat rooms and whatnot. And I'll tell you, once in a while there were people that were playing favorites, and it was just yeah, it fell apart. It was going downhill, and at the end, it just like it just came down to where it was all about the money situation, about who was supposed to make the next payment for the server, and all that type of noise and whatnot. Not to mention also certain topics were brought up that shouldn't have been brought up. You know.
Oh yeah, definitely. But I think overall, I mean, a lot of groups overall that we're seeing these days, they try to claim that it's all freedom of speech and all that, etc., etc., but they don't even realize when they're breaking their own rules.
Yeah, I mean,
It's
once
like,
it's
what's the point of
enclosed,
rules?
Yeah. I
it
mean,
just
What's
that,
the
becomes
point of the
so
rules
uniform.
if their own administrators? I know, but my
You
point
know,
is, what's the point of the rules if their own administration team and the other members are not even following them? Then what's the point of it?
yeah, especially when you got one guy that's on an absolute power trip, and it's like, and he's got to be reminded over and over and over again. It's like, how many strikes are you going to give somebody until to kick him out? You know, the one that keeps starting absolute bullshit with other people. It's just like, you can't have that.
Oh yeah, definitely. But the other thing that I'm also going to bring up, speaking of this freedom of speech stuff, and this is actually going to be on a good note that I'm going to bring up. Hang on here. Is of course let's see. Hang on here. I'm trying to bring it up. Sorry. Here we go. This is one thing that I am looking forward to, of course. I mean, everyone's been talking about this, right? I mean, of course, free for all. We're about what? Maybe about 60 days away from it already. About 2 months, maybe.
Yeah. Uh,
it's about
And
60 days.
and I've been looking at all this, and it's gonna be fun, and people don't realize this. Also, I'm gonna have a couple panels there myself, which if you guys out there are listening, see where it says right here. I just highlighted inflatable squeak and tell panel.
mhm.
Squeak and tell.
Yeah, I'll give you one guess who's running that.
Oh, I got an idea.
I got an idea too.
Gee, I wonder who.
Whoever could it be?
But it's gotta be someone who loves inflatables and stuff. I have no idea. I mean, I know, I'm just playing dumb right now because this is just kind of funny. But I mean, this is one thing I am really, really looking forward to because this con, free for all, is going to be super fun. It's going to be. I mean, I'm really, 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 really excited since we're getting closer and closer to it. I mean, I'm even actually going to see if I could even do a live show from there, even.
Mm-hmm. You know, I mean, that'd be cool to be doing a live show, and whatnot. I just wish I could have made it to this year, but literally that got shot to hell.
Oh yeah, but I like
'Cause-
this how this it says right here that this is just a list of what they have so far. There's more things to come. We don't know what the heck there's gonna be, but I mean, look at all the possibilities here. I mean, doesn't this look fun? I mean, is there
oh
anything that
yeah,
like stands out to you, Kojak? That if you like, is there anything that you would have done?
As far as free for all goes, let me general events. It's a bit small for me to read.
we got. I'll say it off for you. It's got two Griffins, big comedy show, game room
Oh yeah.
tournaments, Nerf battle, improv comedy show starring two Griffin. Ah, I can't
Oh,
read that
sorry. Did I
because
move it?
yeah, you moved it.
Oh, sorry. Did I move it
Um,
the wrong spot? Sorry.
yeah, Disney karaoke opening and closing ceremonies. Sketch better with swordplay panel, fursuit parade and group photo, travel horse stories panel, overcoming addiction panel hosted by two Griffin, free for
Oh, that's
all
cool.
variety show, Bitcoin furs panel. I don't know if that's a good idea now.
I
Jack,
don't know. You know what? I'm gonna have to ask Peace Wolf about that. I don't know who's ready. I don't know if they're gonna tell, but I might be because people cryptocurrency is now a bigger thing now, and I guess people need to know about it. I
yeah,
don't
but
know. I'm
I've
gonna, I'm
heard
like completely lost here.
Yeah, but I've heard crypto's taken quite a hit. Let's see,
It
Yeah.
is.
Jackbox games with free for all staff, nightly dance and rave, safari sanctuary charity panel, charity auction benefiting safari sanctuary, charity drag show benefiting safari
Here, let me move it down
sanctuary,
just a bit. Yeah,
snake
I'm just moving it down
appreciation
just a bit.
by
I
two
wouldn't mind attending that addiction panel.
and Peace Wolf, Lion King trivia panel, werewolf. I don't just as werewolf. I don't know what else that is. Inflatables, squeak, intel panel, aviation, furs
Yeah, of
panel,
course.
cancel culture
Oh yeah,
panel.
I forgot. Oh yeah, because this is supposed to be, even though it's supposed to be a neutral con, I think we all know it's more right leaning. But you know what? Who cares? This is gonna be fun as hell.
Well, I mean,
Well, the Loose Association is
well,
actually backed by some other organization. I can't
oh,
remember what.
I've looked at some of the other cons, like they were talking about gender and inclusivity, and this is also getting into the regular cons too. And I'm like, really? Does this
I know,
really?
but you notice how. But
Uh,
here's the thing: have you noticed how you don't see anything like that listed here? Do
yes,
you?
yes. Oh God.
Oh my god, though. But you know what? I think there's gonna be a time. I'm gonna have to ask Peace Wolf if she can possibly join our show sometime soon. I don't know when. I hope she can, and kind of explain each panel that we
Oh,
have so far that's going on because
I'll
a lot of this. I mean, I wish let's put it this way: if it was like if this wasn't happening all at once and at one weekend, I would probably do most of these panels. I would
oh,
have fun at all
yeah.
of them just about.
Okay, and also
Even the
there's a
addiction
comment.
panel.
Okay, I will put this out there. I've had alcohol addictions before in the past. I've been drinking
Mhm.
when I was depressed. Yes, okay.
Well, it counts as help. Well, let's bring this up. There's a comment
It
said,
still counts. Yeah.
I'd like to bring up a comment if you want to put it up there. But that about two Griffin that Crazy Crux put up. He says
Oh, this one?
he did.
This
Yeah,
one?
he said he didn't overcome it. He quit alcohol for a time, but what went back. Yeah, he did quit alcohol for a time. But the thing is, he's not as bad as he used to be. Like he would talk about how he would drink 3/4 of a bottle of bourbon or whatever, and he doesn't even do that. He doesn't even hit the bottle that hard anymore. It's like,
No, and
there's extreme alcoholics, and then there's basic ones. Like, some guys can't get through a day without having a drinking all day. Other ones,
I know.
that
I
are
mean,
that
I'm not trying to interrupt, but I was
yeah.
kind of at that point myself back in 2020, and
Mhm.
I was dealing. It's basically, here's the thing: is people don't realize that also some of these like alcohol addictions are like they also have how do I put this? They also play. It's not really like play a role, but it's also been linked to all these mental diseases. Also, you realize that there's a link between the two.
Possibly. I mean, it's like I'll tell you, I've known a friend of a friend that has a very bad alcohol addiction. He drinks, like a bottle and a half of like bourbon and whiskey and vodka. Oh, and it's so bad that last time he saw his doctor, he says, "Oh, you got psoriasis of the liver." And you see this guy, you shake his hand's like leather, his skin is like leather, and it's turning orange.
Oh my
Because of
goodness.
psoriasis. The doctor has even told him, it's like, if you don't quit doing this, basically your alcoholism from drinking hard liquor will kill you. But
Oh god.
yeah, it's just, yeah, and I just don't, like I said, that's the type of person that needs alcohol on a daily level all throughout almost the entire 24 hours, that is just doing but nothing but drinking. I mean, that's the type that brings a flask to work, full of whiskey, you know, and I gotta say that's where it's really extreme, where it's
Yeah,
going to cost.
my cousin died from trying to quit drinking. His all of his organs shut down. He's about 43.
Yeah, yeah, it's
Yeah, he would drink like a bottle of vodka a day.
ugh, I can't do that.
He's
My
a dog groomer.
goodness. That's just not good at all though. But let me see if I can find another. Hang on here. Because I was gonna, but I think overall though, I mean, what do you think? What do you guys think of all the options for like all the panels for free for all? What do you guys think?
It's quite diverse. I mean, I like the options. It's not just a bunch
Hmm.
of like skimming the surface kind of panels, like just acceptance of this or that. It's like stuff to do, which is interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
but of
not
course,
sure how available
but
Peacewolf is. I've tried communicating with them, but
I think overall though, I think we all know that every con or every fur con always has its inflatable panels, and I just happened to just come by when this con first was announced. I was like, I was asking like, oh, can I get the inflatable panel? It's like, and they told me like no one's done it yet. It's like, yes, I just stole that slot from everyone.
hmm yeah. You
I
know what?
mean, I mean, have you guys seen my collection of the inflatables that I have? I mean, I've got
I've
like,
seen
I don't know, I've
most
lost
of them.
track over 50 of them.
Oh Jesus.
Okay, well, then I haven't seen most of them. God, that's a lot.
Yeah, let me see if I can. I even put out there a tweet out there. I have to find it. Hang on here. I have to find it real quick because I put it out there for people
Excuse
to
me.
know what was kind of like a clue of what was going to happen at the FurCon, because I'm going to be going without a doubt, because I'm going to be traveling with a friend, and he's probably going to help me run the inflatable panel also, anyways. But I'm trying to get to this on Twitter real quick. I gotta find it. Dang it!
So
Where is it?
how
Ugh.
basic is it going to get? Are you going to teach people how to inflate the inflatables and how to maintain them
Well,
and stuff?
it's not just that, but hang on here. I'm trying to bring it up here. It's just like people want to sometimes like try them out, or like they're interested, or it seems like it's always fursuiters are interested in just riding these inflatables and stuff like that. I don't know why. It's just like,
Oh, I mean, look at
but
how inflicted, like, like pool toys have been around. Like, all of a sudden you got the old alligators, the sharks, and all this other stuff they came out with like back in the late '80s. You know, and the crazy thing is sometimes you can't find that. Oh, that's yeah.
yeah. Hang on here. I'm trying to blow it up. If you know what I mean. There we
Yeah.
go. But yeah, this is what I put out there back in. This was in March, so this was recent. And I kind of like gave a clue of what was going on with the FurCon because it's like it's going to be very interesting with all this fun stuff, and there's not really going to be anything all, it's not going to be any of this acceptance crap or anything like that. It's going to be all fun topics,
Hmm.
fun subjects. What the heck is so funny?
Yeah, I'm sorry, I can't help myself.
Oh my god! But I mean, if you look at the picture, you look at how giant it is, right? Just look in the picture.
I mean,
Yeah.
I can tell, but I mean, there's not a whole lot to give it scale in the room it's in. I mean, you apparently have like a ceiling fan in the other corridor, and
Hmm.
that's not a whole lot of scale. But I mean, you can tell it's
I
big.
know.
I mean, it's about the size of a standard bar.
Yeah. I just hope you remember
Yeah,
where
I
all.
mean, it's. Hmm?
I was going to say, I hope you remember where all your patches are, Mighty.
Oh
You
my
know,
god! Don't.
And I'm
You know
not
well,
what? There's.
disappointed at
Don't
that.
worry. Hey, hey, Boombox. Don't worry about that because the way how the inflatable panels go is there's always going to be a set of rules, which I actually
yeah.
have a friend that's helping me make the poster for it, by the way. And I'm gonna be running it with another friend of mine. They call themselves Drake Dragon, and they're also a technician. They're from California, by the way. He's a
Hmm.
really cool guy. Him and I could talk endlessly about either electronics or inflatables, which is funny as hell. It's like two
Yeah.
in one kind of deal. And I'm gonna be doing the road trip with him, so I'm gonna be possibly going to either LAX or Long Beach. They have an airport over there, and we're gonna be taking a road trip from there to Oklahoma. So that's gonna be
All
fun.
right.
But where's
Yeah.
Oklahoma at?
You kidding me? That's
Oklahoma.
more like on the. Yeah, that's far away from.
Oklahoma.
If
I
you think
think.
about it, that's far from California though, because it's going to be easier doing the road trip than doing the flight because that's going to be a lot more expensive.
Oklahoma
Lovely.
is east of Texas.
Okay, well that's not too bad. I thought it was more on the West Coast.
Yeah.
And
Now,
apparently during this time of year though, when the con is going to happen, it's supposed to be nice and hot in Oklahoma. I don't know for sure though.
yeah. But Mighty, on your road trip, I don't know if you're curious about this or not, but there is a challenge on the way over there.
Oh yeah, yeah,
When
yeah.
I think I told you about this.
Oh yeah, for the if you're taking the road trip, right? For the
Is it like
Y-
a what do you call like a scavenger hunt thing on a map, something like that? Very well,
No, I think
right?
it was like you had to visit like certain places along Route 66 because that's what this con is
Um,
based off of.
yeah. Trying to figure out where this dang thing is.
But you know what's funny, Boombox? I told my friend Drake this, and I think you're gonna laugh at this. If we come along any free light poles along the way, I'm grabbing them. I don't care.
Free light
Well,
poles.
there's believe it or not, there is um some stuff that is abandoned in what used to be a populated town, and all I gotta say is,
Hmm.
if it's abandoned, all I gotta say if it's abandoned, I mean, I know there's some urban explorers that won't touch anything or whatnot, on their channels like Bright Sun Films and
Oh yeah,
I can't remember. Adam the Woo is
Dan
another
Bell.
one.
Dan Bell, that's another one
Dan Bell
I
is,
watched.
and also Jacob the Carpetbagger. But I
Yeah.
mean, it's just that, it's just astounding when I see some of these abandoned locations. It's like, that
I don't.
there's,
Well, I've done abandoned exploring myself. The only time I ever took something out was because the building was crumbling, it was about to fall apart, and I got some light fixtures. That's all I
Oh,
did.
you'll see definitely a bunch of like old mud build houses, well, going through down on Route 66 from California to Oklahoma, but
Oh yeah, but
the
I,
one,
I gotta ask my friend Drake about this entire thing. He'll probably, knowing him, he'll probably comment at the end of this video,
now,
anyways. And
now,
he's
now,
funny though. I like him. Yeah. Oh,
the
you're
one
trying to
thing
get him to comment?
no,
Let me
not the
see.
comment. The
Oh,
thing I
okay.
was trying to get you to tell you is on your road trip, if you're going through Amarillo, Texas, there's this place called the Big Texan Restaurant and Motel, and I believe, and uh, they have what's called the 72-ounce steak challenge.
Oh God.
It's a
What?
70, yes, it's a 72-ounce steak.
Eat it all.
You got a baked
Oh
potato,
my god.
you also get a baked potato any way you want it, side salad, and also 4 butterfly shrimp, and I think a roll. And you have 1 hour to eat it.
I could do that.
You know, if
You'd
you
be
don't,
surprised at everything that I can eat. You'd be surprised.
and if you don't complete the challenge, it will cost you $72.
And what
That's
happens if
fine.
you complete it? I forgot though.
You get it
You
for
get,
free.
yeah, you get for free, and maybe yeah, I think you get for free. You also get a T-shirt, and you also get
And a
your
picture of
picture
the
on
wall.
the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
A furry though on the Wall of Fame on there. I don't think
I could
anyone
probably
has
do it.
done that yet. Any furries?
What? Have your fursuit head on while they
Uh huh.
when they take the
And yeah, you know what? That would make it more challenging, wouldn't it?
picture.
It sounds like a good
I
grief
wouldn't
on.
want to wear a fursuit head while eating, though. I mean, getting fur in your mouth, and then it's
I already get fur in my mouth.
fur, once fur goes in your mouth, it only comes out one way.
Yep.
So yeah,
Okay, maybe that's a little TMI, but anyways,
sorry.
I mean, I mean, you know
I
what? Thank you guys for watching, and I think this was a fun show, right?
hmm
Yep.
yeah,
We're gonna do this again next Saturday, right?
yeah.
If you're in the next Saturday,
I hopefully
There
should
is
be
gonna
on.
be a next Saturday.
I don't know. I mean,
So set your reminders, set your clocks, set your alarms. If you don't, I will wake your ass up with railroad bells. Wink, wink.
Yeah.
and tune in next week. Same Wolf channel, same Wolf place.
Yep.
With crazy furs, of course. Crazy furs with crazy ideas. So, anyways, let me do the ending here.
Bloody well right.
Where did I put it? Oh man, I think I've had too much coffee.
Push the
Ugh.
button.
I knew it was a bad idea to chug that coffee before the show. Damn it.
Yeah, your brain's vibrating inside your skull now. Great.
Okay, here we go. Got it. Okay, don't forget to subscribe and like for more episodes. You can also find me on Twitter and Telegram at Mighty Red Wolf. We've got more episodes coming at you. And of course, we've got that live show from Free For All that we're going to be doing when it's time. Of course, unfortunately, I know you do. I don't know. Kojak, Boombox, are you going to try to make it to Free For All, hopefully?
Actually, I got some news about that. Like I said, I can't. One was on that day. There's a company picnic, and there's a raffle for if I win it, I get 2 weeks off paid vacation, which they pay up to about $2,000.
Wow.
But
Ooh.
also, here's the other thing. Literally, a hole has been shot in that because I just found a bullet hole in the roof of my car, and
Uh-oh.
yeah, that's going to cost me $750 on my deductible.
Ouch. But,
Yeah,
you know
so
what? If you guys, whoever, and, you guys who are watching or whoever's out there, we hope to all see you out Free For All. This is going to be an awesome con, awesome fur con, and this is going to be fun, and you will be seeing me at the inflatable panel, which is listed on there. We'll give you more details on that when it's closer to time. I got to talk to Peace Wolf on that and the con organizer. and I will definitely let you guys know on all those details. You'll find updates, and if you need to talk to me on Twitter, Telegram, I'm always on Telegram. But anyways, it's good to see you all again, and we will see you all next week.
Everybody.